Is that an entrance to a paradimensional tacit field? Raguna's geographical records haven't documented this. Do you feel that? That ominous energy? Huh. The Anchor Stone confirms the Thundering Mephis is hiding here. Very well. I stand with you. Whatever comes, you have my sword.
What happened? Where's Avidius? We crossed inside at the same time. It's the Thundering Mephis.
Open the gates.
So you just violated me without thinking?
That voice. Discord Slayer. Is this her dream? Another illusion.
Focus. You are an illusion. It's weaponizing your combat muscles. Steady your resolve. Do not let its whisper sway you.
Pain and hallucinations are fading. Is she helping me?
Good. See that cocoon in the center? The Thundering Mephis is just there. That right there is the core of this domain. Destroy. Then the monster and its illusion will unravel together.
It worked. But who are you? And what did you do to Cardathea?
Now is not the time for stories. But I'll tell you this. I'm here to kill the Harbinger of the Dark Tide. To stop a greater calamity.
I can't hear her voice anymore. Time to leave this place.
Are you unharmed? You vanished the moment we entered the tacit field.
I'm fine. So it's gone? Aphidius, did you see anything after we got separated?
The Thundering Mephis was nowhere in sight. But I did observe a peculiar figure. I couldn't see his face clearly, but I heard him call himself Caligula. Caligula was a tyrant feared throughout Septimon's history. Notorious for his cruelty that defied reason, the world remembers him as the Mad King. Legends say he wielded a vile black resonance energy, and the worst calamities ever stirred by the Dark Tide all began with him. He didn't fight it. He embraced it. But not before he left a curse. I shall become the very history and memory of Septimon.
It's the power to command the Dark Tide's creations. Only a Harbinger could do that. That Discord Slayer said she's hunting the Harbinger to stop a greater calamity. If that's true, then everything happening across Raguna might be she pulled me from the illusion. If she's the cause of this chaos, why help me? This isn't making sense. Harbinger.
Rover. Traces of the Dark Tide's frequency still linger where the paradimensional tacit field collapsed. The Anchor Stone is useless now. The signal is blocked by some sort of spatial layer.
Augusta said the Dark Tide spoke to her when it swallowed her whole. Maybe I can learn something that way. And my telepathic ability should give me a way in.
Telepathy? Your Grace is versed in many arts. I don't doubt your abilities, but this is the Dark Tide. Reckless contact could... I don't want to see another tragedy like what befell Septimon.
We're falling behind. The Discord Slayer knows far more than we do. We need to find her. And fast. I'm not letting any lead slip past us. I can't see anything. Focus. I should...
Okay, everybody listen. Don't panic. Take the lift.
The prototype echoes in the depositories. Activate.
Those voices. Zani and Carlotta? They're in Alvarado Vault. The Dark Tide creations could be appearing there.
It's currently sheltering a large number of civilians.
Let's not waste time.
Zani, status of the evacuation.
80% of Raguna's residents have been relocated. But the troop of fools hit a storm while ferrying people from the Riccioli Islands. Rough seas out there.
Trust them to see it through.
Miss Carlotta, we've cleared the depositories as ordered, ready to receive incoming supplies.
Good. Renacita's greatest treasure has always been the people who built it. The next Cloudpuffer Express is due at any moment.
Understood, ma'am.
Rover! If you mean the incident in Raguna, you've likely already heard. A horde of tacit discords has overrun the city, and common echoes are out of control.
Evacuation here is still on track. No anomalies detected in Alvarado Vault. Yet. Your assistance is appreciated, Seravidius. The residents from Eglatown have all been accounted for.
I am simply fulfilling my duty.
Strange. I clearly sensed the Dark Tide's presence around here. So why does everything seem normal?
Gunfire! We've got intruders.
These tides gone. They've evolved fast. Mutation? Or... And sure enough.
Entering a restricted zone armed without triggering a single alarm.
Be careful. Her abilities are not normal.
All this by her hand.
Fiction and reality are starting to blur. Don't put your faith in appearances. That is what they really are.
The Dark Tide can corrupt, and you carry its power. What proof do we have this isn't your doing?
You don't. Believe whatever you want.
By the sacred statues of the divinity, evil shall know no peace. Galbrenna, demon wrought from ruin, you are not welcome here.
Federico? Why would he be here?
You have slaughtered my flock and ushered in ruin. The Sentinel's wrath is already upon you. I will cast you back into damnation myself before your carnage. You should be howling in the Styx's depths, your soul aflame in the pit's cruelest fire, forever.
If you're offering me a shortcut back to hell, I'd honestly appreciate the favor.
Your heart holds no reverence for the divine. Only desecration and scorn. Demon, your sins are ripe for judgment. By the highest will's command, I shall strike down all that you have wrought. Justice shall be done.
She could have dodged that. But she took the hit to shield the civilian. And Fenrico. He knew innocents were here. But didn't.
Righteous one, I come to cleanse Rinascita of a traitorous demon, and Rinascita teeters on the edge of collapse. The path to deliverance lies within the civilization capsule. Entrust it to me. By the author.
Unless you're not Fenrico at all. You. Who are you? What do you want?
Bloodshed cannot be avoided. Blood must pay for blood. The path born of injustice. My goal is pure, singular. All I've done so Rinascita survives the divine reckoning and rises as a land free from sorrow. No understanding is needed, only faith. Hand over the civilization capsule.
So, the civilization capsule is your goal after all. Lost your...
Death is the fruit of transgression. To resist it is to defy the will of the divinity.
You and your divinity cannot end me. And these dark tide shams. Today, you face your reckoning.
I am the Enlightened One, anointed by the divinity.
Ah, so you're the core of these abominations. Took long enough to hunt you down. Still pretending that mask isn't cracked.
Mocked by fate, whispering poison, a demon reviled by all.
It's too bad I'm not the one judging. If the Dark Tide's power isn't enough to convince, how about we try this? The envoys declare the guilt, but Imperator is the only true judge. By the light of Imperator, repent!
It's the light of Genesis.
Looks like the judgment is clear. These hollow existences don't need your mercy. Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
How were they able to disguise themselves as humans?
I've never heard of any possessing such abilities.
Their fangs are bared now. Don't hesitate. Let's end the now.
The one mimicking the Primus is the heart. Take it down, and the rest will collapse with it.
It's calling in more of them. We'll need to clear the rubble while waiting for our shot.
the sea shall walk upon the land. It shall work great wonders and mark the flesh of its faithful. All who have ears to hear, let them hear.
Victory favors me. In the name of the Montellis. Still recognize me?
Come at me. All of you at once. I don't do overtime. Impossible.
Striking shadows. The hour is upon us. Break. Hopefully this helps.
Ovidius, you have received the blessing of my master. Serve your true divinity.
I shall never back down! Rover, now! Another dimension. Within the civilization capsule.
Permissions detected, Arbiter. Lifting in first instance initiated. All probabilistic futures now revealed. Outcome verified. Blueprint compiled. Advancing to phase. Arbiter. This moment was always foreseen. Arbiter, I grieve to say, I am but a message. Set to time in this place flows near still. When I merged with Leviathan, it seized a fragment of my mind, and with it, a trace of my power. I knew not the fullness of its design. As a safeguard, I split elements of my core data into this space. It records the origin and birth of the Rinnesetan civilization. Once, we drafted the first blueprint for these seaborn kin. Arbiter, heed me now. In the beginning, life rose and fell with the tide. The displaced and wandering did follow my guidance. They journeyed unto the archipelago. There, I did leave knowledge and technology, that they might walk the path to freedom.
Your light blesses us. We follow your will.
To build our republic. Unity became the bedrock of civilization. But Leviathan's cast upon mankind's longing for unity, to manifest civilization's shadow. Exposing who miracles, forged whole race, feeding on stagnant, obedient minds.
We are blessed by the sea. By you, we are unified. By you, we are born. From the sea we came, and to the sea we shall return.
From the founding of civilization, it had invaded their spirit and beliefs. Always against it, only to unleash the dark tide. It scarred Rinasita beyond measure. I began to question all I had done. The Trinity would still anticipate. The mountain guided Rinasita's course. In truth, we were different. We both sought to mold civilization after our own will. Those who truly walked the land were never granted the right to choose. Civilizations are bound with beliefs. No eternal solution doth exist. I have the right to choose their fate. The civilization must belong to people. Only the people can decide where their future must lead. What followed, thou already knowest. I allowed the Trinodian to exist once. I did seek thy counsel. Thou granted me the freedom to choose.
I just have one question. Why did the civilization capsule need the Trinodian's power to open?
When Leviathan and I were one, I split a sliver of its frequency. The capsule was ever meant for thy hands. My design was that it should open only in the presence of thou and the resonator.
What if that resonator became the Trinodian's puppet?
If that came to pass, then Rinasita hath already fallen. And the truth. But if she standeth with humanity, then this truth is Leviathan was born from the dark side of mankind's longing for unity. Their fear of the sea, even at civilization's dawn, it had already tainted mankind's hearts. The opening of the capsule shall stir the Rinasitans' oldest memories. If the Rinasitans wouldst walk a path free of divinity, Arbiter, the hour of farewell hath come. Go now. When the shadows of the soul are at last dispelled, Rinasita shall welcome a true dawn, and humanity shall have a future beyond any I could foresee.
The true faithful believed in Imperator. So too did Imperator believe in humanity.
You killed the Blessed Maiden before my eyes. Raguna's disasters are tied to your actions.
If I told you I acted to save Cartithia, would you believe me? This place is protected by Imperator. For now, Leviathan can't hear us. This is for you.
Righteous One, trust her. And trust me. Everything we've done is to defeat Leviathan.
That is her frequency.
I need you to accept this. Cartithia is dead, but she may still return. For that to happen, we need to kill Leviathan.
Kill Leviathan? Didn't she absorb it when they merged?
Now, Leviathan is on the verge of rebirth. It stole some of the Sentinel's power. During your battle with the Blessed Maiden, it split off a trace of its frequency and hid it in a gem. I'm sure you've seen it. That gem ended up in the Fraxidus' hands. Their whole play in Rinasita. Use it to bring back Leviathan.
So the Fraxidus has been incubating the Thenodian. How?
Perhaps longer than we can imagine. Even your clash with Cartithia may have been scripted.
You know about that? Just who are you, Discord Slayer?
Think of me as what I am. An Avenger hunting Leviathan. As for the rest, the next Harbinger of the Dark Tide has surfaced. Until we can find him or her, we keep this quiet to avoid the worst case. Our first priority is to find them. If we don't, the Dark Tide can overwhelm Raguna again at any moment.
You're saying this Harbinger is behind all the Dark Tide creations we're seeing?
Not all. The Harbinger resonates with Rinasita's darkest emotions. Those emotions act as anchors. If the emotion is strong enough and the Harbinger is near, those things evolve. You've noticed it. The Tide spawn in Raguna are starting to mimic us. Which means... Exactly. I've always hunted the Dark Tide's creations. Each one... They've been watching you. They want the civilization capsule. So, I followed you. Tracked your move. The capsule only unlocks with both the Sentinel and Thenodian's power. And it
You think it's Avidius. But you carry the Dark Tide's power too.
Caution is a virtue in a hunter. You're right. The Dark Tide is in me. But Leviathan stopped counting me among the living a long time ago. And this power, it's mine now. Who I turn it against is my choice. You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not. When calamity strikes, I trust you'll know exactly where to point your blade. Good. Then hunt with me. Until we give Leviathan a death worth talking. The Sentinel's frequency is gone. I guess the time for talking is over. Leviathan's power is spreading, and this space is about to collapse.
These things, they're all Tide spawn.
The civilization capsule was tainted by the Dark Tide. That's how I got in. Followed the corruption straight through.
So you can enter the Dark Tide? No wonder we couldn't find you.
Yes, but the frequencies there are chaotic. I locked onto yours and followed it through the storm. You have access to core data. But Ovidius, he might have been swept into the frequency vortex. Hard to say where he's landed. We need to move fast to find him. Figure out who he really is before the next wave of tidespawn hits. The exit is at the end of this wind trail. Stay on it. Is accelerating. Our way out is closing fast. Faster! We're almost there!
Rover! Good. Looks like you haven't run into too much trouble. It hasn't been long since you disappeared into the rift. Once that thing masquerading as Fenrico was slain, the other tidespawn didn't last.
That was the last one. With the family's private echo arsenal backing us up, we have...
Surely you didn't think we'd fall apart without you? We Raganesi are made of sterner stuff than that. We handled those creatures.
This Phalian Beringo. I'd set up order terminals around the perimeter, though. They'll detect humanoid mimics and prevent...
Might I ask?
Where's that gladiator from Septimont?
Seravidius made it out of the rift before you. But he didn't look great. Kept muttering about needing to stop the crisis. Then off he went, like a man on fire.
Give me your hand. I left a mark on Ovidius during our fight earlier. With Baelor's power, I can tap into his sight. We'll find his trail.
Silence, you maddening whisper! No, there must be something left I can still do. I won't let the same tragedy happen twice.
He's headed for Thessalio Fells.
We've lost contact with Cantarella.
Dark clouds are gathering over Thessalio Fells. Something is definitely wrong.
Very well, we'll hold the line. Zani, call in the family's transport echoes. We'll assist...
Don't complicate things. Put those echoes towards supply runs in... Stay close. We're taking the sky route.
Manipulating the air to form a wind trail. Is that your resonance ability?
One of them. I have the tacit discord harpia within me.
Not an echo, but a tacit discord itself. So you can absorb them directly.
You can say that. Valor is one of many.
One of many. Now I'm really curious about you and your abilities.
If we live through this, maybe I'll tell you. But right now...
We need to find the Harbinger. Do you know how we can identify them?
First things first, they'll be corrupted by the dark tide. But the signs aren't always so visible. We'll have to look for associated side effects, and prepare for what they might bring. We've entered Thessalio Fells. I can already sense the tide spawn up ahead.